Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. My opponent this time is DarkViewtifulWarrior. And she leads off with a Carbink. And I lead off with my Steelix. So, it's kind of a stall war at this point, because honestly, Carbink cannot touch Steelix with anything. So both sides go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks first. And then Carbink goes for Stone Edge. It misses, but honestly, that would have done nothing. And then Steelix goes for Gyro Ball, which is quite a terrifying sight to behold. And even though Carbink was faster, so even though Carbink is not much faster, it still does about half. Despite Carbink's formidable Stone Edge, 4 hit points worth of damage. That's pretty pathetic. Anyway, another Gyro Ball will bring it down to about a quarter because it had a Citrus Berry. And leftovers will get me right back up to full. So, I'm not exactly sure why he keeps going for Stone Edge. I'm not really sure why his Carbink even has Stone Edge. I mean, Carbink and offensive moves, I mean, sure, you might want to put one up there just to make sure it's not completely taunt bait. But I would assume that Power Gem would probably be a better option, and it's more reliable. I think it has more PP as well. Up next is his Cofagrigus. So I'm kind of predicting a Will-O-Wisp here. Cofagrigus does not really like that, so I bring in my Houndoom, which is blue. I like Black Houndoom much better, but I got a blue one, what are you gonna do about it? And the Will-O-Wisp was indeed a proper prediction. Flash Fire makes my fire moves a bit stronger, and then let's pop the Mega Evolution. Because why the hell not? And the Mega Evolution doesn't look good in blue either. And then go for a Dark Pulse, which I'm gonna assume Cofagrigus is not gonna take well. Nope, not at all. Must have been a physically bulky one. Although I think its special defense isn't really that bad either. But then Ditto comes in. Oh boy. Imposter Ditto, of course, because no one uses Ditto that doesn't have Imposter. And then he goes for Sludge Bomb. Yes, my Mega Houndoom has Sludge Bomb, because it's pretty much his best move against Fairy types. So that's really all we can do to each other. And he does not have a Choice Scarf on his Ditto. Instead he has a Citrus Berry. That quite surprised me. And yet he keeps getting the Speed tie. So that's a bit of a bummer. I would have been able to take him out if I won the Speed tie there. But whatever, bring in Druddigon. Because other than a Dark Pulse, Druddigon doesn't really have much to fear. Because I believe... Actually, no, I was going to say this is an Assault Vest Druddigon, but it's actually a Life Orb one. Go for Dragon Claw, and down goes Ditto. And take a bit of Life Orb recoil. Took that Dark Pulse rather well. So he brings in a Skarmory, which would be a pretty effective wall against a Druddigon, as he goes for Spikes. Lots of entry hazards on his side of the battle. And I go for Fire Punch. And boom. And Skarmory goes down. Because it was a critical hit. But it was a Sheer Force Life Orb boosted Fire Punch. Coming from max attack, so... I'm not entirely sure that critical mattered or not. And then this move doesn't make much sense to me either. He just saw I had the Fire Punch, then he brings in a Ferrothorn. That's just stupid. But the Iron Barbs and the Rocky Helmet as well, maybe that was his plan, but honestly you didn't have anything. A Heracross, that outspeeds Druddigon, that would have been able to kill it pretty easily. You didn't really need to sacrifice your Ferrothorn for that. And the Heracross turns out to be Mega Heracross, so Druddigon is not going to be able to outspeed, I knew that. So I just went for Sucker Punch, just try and pile up as much damage as I could, and that actually did a decent amount. Considering Mega Heracross's bulk and resistance to Dark type moves. Not entirely disappointed. And then he has Aerial Ace. Speaking of moves you should probably never ever have on your Mega Heracross, Aerial Ace is one of them. So I bring in Frostlass, go for Destiny Bond, because Heracross was his last Pokemon. I believe, at least. And then he goes for Stone Edge, but it misses. If that hit, that would have killed Frostlass, and that would have taken the Mega Heracross out of the game. But now he knows I have Destiny Bond, so now he's probably just gonna try and avoid it by going for Mega Horn. which does not knock out Frostlass despite its frailty because Ghost resists Bug. So he has Stone Edge, Aerial Ace, Mega Horn. Also, why the hell the Mega Horn? Pin Missile is way better on Mega Heracross. So we go for another Destiny Bond, and Mega Horn misses. He is getting really lucky when it comes to avoiding my Destiny Bond. So I go for it again. I'm not really sure why I kept doing that. I mean, I could have probably killed it by now if I just went for Ice Beam. Now he wisens up and goes for Close Combat. So that's a bit of a bummer. Frostlass is not having an easy time with this, so might as well set up a substitute now. Predicting he's going to go for another Close Combat. Now he goes for Stone Edge. So, I guess we were kind of just really dancing around the point here the entire time. So that was kind of another pointless turn. I set up a substitute, he breaks it. I was definitely predicting a Close Combat there. So I figure, okay, let's screw the Destiny Bond, let's just start piling up the damage. Doesn't do that much. Now he goes for Stone Edge and takes it out. So yeah, that didn't quite work as expected. Honestly, he got really lucky with those misses there. You never really hear those words said in Pokemon. I got really lucky with those misses there. Or whatever, I bring in Florges. Go for a Protect because I'm not exactly sure why. Probably to deplete his Stone Edge PP or whatever and get a little bit of leftovers recovery. Because Florges' physical bulk is not that great. But I'm faster, go for the Moonblast. That will be super effective. And it's going to take out the Mega Heracross. So good game, Dark Beautiful Warrior. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys with the next Pokemon battle. Bye bye.